Welcome to the Specialty Products Company Basic Alignment Training Seminar. This training video is highlights and excerpts of SBC field training clinics held all over the world. Check our website for field training clinics near you. For over 40 years, Specialty Products Company has been designing, testing, and manufacturing world-class alignment and suspension solutions. Our goal is to lead the automotive market with quality parts, tools, and services driven by an exceptional customer experience. To do this, we always want to be able to communicate with our customers and most of all the technicians that use our products. My name is Mark Willis, Technical Trainer at Specialty Products, and thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you have any questions about Specialty Products parts, tools, or accessories, or just need help with an alignment question, feel free to give us a call at 1-800-525-6505, or you can email us at training@specprod.com. What will this presentation cover? We'll start with a basic alignment review and talk about camber, caster, and toe. We'll talk about properly inspecting a vehicle before you do the alignment and the proper order of alignment adjustment. For closing, we'll demonstrate the SPC website. If you'd like to check out the time codes in the description, you can jump to a certain section of the video. So let's get started with SPC Basic Alignment Seminar. Let's start the main portion of the clinic with a case study, a Toyota Tundra 4x4. Not long ago, a customer called the SPC tech line and said he had a problem with his Toyota Tundra 4x4. He had just got it aligned with a modern alignment machine, and it was expensive and cost him a lot of money. He knew the alignment was good because everything on the printout was in the green. However, the truck pulled really bad to the right. So he called the SPC tech line to find out what could be wrong with his truck. And before we get to the answer of what was wrong with his truck, we first want to talk about what makes a good alignment. What is a good alignment? Usually there's some kind of discussion about the proper specification and settings, size of tires, whether the vehicle's been modified. But I think I can boil it down to three common issues. Number one, is the steering wheel straight? Number two, the vehicle drives straight down the road no matter how the car is modified or what size tires are on it. And number three, do the tires wear evenly? After the alignment is done, I think we can all agree that if the car drives straight down the road and the steering wheel is straight and it doesn't wear the tires, the car is aligned. How do we accomplish a proper alignment? By putting the vehicle close to preferred alignment specs as possible. There might need to be adjustments if the vehicle has been modified, but the preferred alignment specs are key to doing a proper alignment. Let's talk about the alignment angles while doing a proper alignment. The first angle we want to talk about is camber. We see as the top of the tire moves out and away from the car, that's positive camber. As the top of the tire moves towards the vehicle, that's negative camber. Camber is one of the most important angles to look at because not only does it affect tire wear, but it can determine if the vehicle will drive straight or pull to the left or right. If a vehicle has too much positive camber, you will see tire wear on the outside edge of the vehicle, and too much negative camber, and you'll find the tires will wear on the inside edge. We also know that the car will pull to the side of the most positive camber. So during an alignment, putting the camber back to preferred specifications is important because it will reduce tire wear and help the car go straight down the road. Two of our three goals of a proper alignment. Cross camber. Let's take a minute and talk about cross camber. Cross camber is the difference in camber from one side to another. Generally, there should be no more than a half a degree difference unless specified by the manufacturer. The formula for cross camber is left camber minus right camber equals cross camber. For example, a vehicle that has 2 degrees of positive camber on both wheels, the cross camber would be 0. If the left side camber is at positive 2 and the right side is positive 1, then the cross camber would be positive 1 degree. Why is this important? We know most roads are not flat, but crowned so water will run off when it rains. The crowned road will make your car drift or pull towards the shoulder or ditch. Cross camber will compensate the alignment so the car will drive straight down the road. An additional 1/4 to 1/2 degree of camber on the left will compensate for road crown with left-hand drive vehicles, an additional quarter to half a degree on the right for right-hand drive vehicles. Remember, the car will pull to the side with the highest camber. Let's go to caster. Caster can be the most difficult of the three major alignment angles to understand. Improper caster can cause driving and handling problems, but also give savvy alignment techs clues to possible suspension problems. What is caster? When we look at the car from the side, caster is the relationship or imaginary line between the lower ball joint and the upper ball joint, or the lower ball joint and the upper strut mount. A positive caster car would have the upper ball joint or strut mount to the rear of the lower ball joint. And if we were to extend the imaginary line, the line would intersect the ground in front of the tire contact patch. A negative caster car, the upper ball joint would be forward of the lower ball joint, and the line would intersect the ground behind the contact patch. Positive caster creates two primary benefits. 1. Improving straight line stability at speed, and 2. Improved handling and cornering performance. As the upper ball joint is moved to the rear, caster becomes more positive. This gives us greater stability, but more difficult steering, especially on manual steering cars. Negative caster would be easier to steer, but the vehicle would be more unstable, meaning you'd have to put both hands on the steering wheel and be careful when you hit any bumps. And like camber, caster can cause a car to pull to the left or right. The car will pull to the side having the least caster. Positive caster will also help the car return to center when steering through a corner. Caster set to preferred specifications provides the car greater stability and handling. How does your alignment machine measure caster? Caster is an angle that is calculated by the alignment equipment when you do a caster swing. The alignment equipment calculates the caster angle by looking at camber roll when turning the tire. It displays the calculated angle on the screen so you can make a decision for adjustment. It is important to make sure a brake pedal depressor is used. This keeps the tires from rotating while moving the steering wheel back and forth. Rotating tires can cause error in alignment readings. There's no such thing as live caster. After doing a caster swing, the display on the alignment machine will freeze the caster reading. This reading will not change until you perform another caster swing. This means each time you make an adjustment for caster, you will have to make a caster swing to see how much change you've made. Toe. The final basic angle we want to talk about is toe. Positive toe, or toe in, is when the front tires are closer together than the back of the tires. Negative toe, or toe out, is when the front of the tires are further apart than the back of the tires. Incorrect total toe is the leading cause of tire wear. It can create a sawtooth type wear pattern on the tire that gets worse from one edge of the tire to the other, but mainly will wear on the outside of both tires if the tires are toed in, and the inside of both tires if they're toed out. A rear toe problem will wear tires just as fast as front toe problem and will cause the car to pull related to the thrust angle of the vehicle. Most modern alignment equipment will automatically split total toe into individual toe for display on the screen. This enables the technician to adjust each wheel independently. Certain light-duty trucks will have an adjustment for total toe and also steer ahead that is designed to straighten the steering wheel. Some European models recommend to install a special spring-loaded tool to eliminate play between the steering system as the toe is adjusted. Setting toe to preferred specifications is important because of the dynamic force of the vehicle will cause the tires to wear if the toe is not set properly. The best outcome is to have toe set to specifications and a straight steering wheel. Let's get back to the case study. Even though the alignment readings were in the green, the truck still pulled to the right. And according to our goals, this means the car was not properly aligned. When we took the readings, we could see camber was too positive on the right, causing the vehicle to pull to the right, and the caster was too positive on the left, causing a right pull. The truck was returned to the alignment shop where caster and camber were readjusted to the preferred settings with the proper cross camber and cross caster to compensate for road crown. Case study number 2. Recently, we received an email from a tech customer. The complaint was, at high speeds, the car pulls to the left. The tech checked the tire pressure, then rotated all 4 tires. He put the car on the alignment rack and checked the readings and found the car initially to have a cross camber of 1.1 degrees and a cross caster of -1 degree. It was no shock to me the car pulled to the left, he said, also with caster being an entire degree more negative on the left front. So I corrected the camber and tow, took it for a quick spin to see if the driving conditions had changed, and it did not. What was causing this car to pull even after an alignment? We called the tech customer on the phone and asked, "What did you find when you inspected the vehicle?" And the tech replied, "Let me call you back." So in this section, I want to talk about the 5 items to check before the car gets even close to the alignment rack. The pre-alignment inspection. The pre-alignment inspection is a very important part of any alignment. It is impossible to align a vehicle properly if the vehicle has worn or loose parts. A thorough inspection is necessary to locate any worn parts that may affect handling and tire wear, and safety is also an issue. Worn components can eventually break and cause serious damage or injury. The customer needs to be aware and informed of the condition of the vehicle. Customer complaint or concern. The start of any good alignment or vehicle repair is to gather as much information as possible from the customer. A good place to start is by understanding what the customer complaint or concern is. We're not asking the customer to diagnose their problem, that's the technician's job. But what is the problem the customer is having with the vehicle? If the customer comes to the shop and says, "I think I need an alignment," a savvy service writer will ask, "Why do you think you need an alignment?" At the end of the day, the complaint or concern must be repaired in order for the customer to have a positive opinion of your shop. Finding out under what conditions the concern is happening is also key in helping you diagnose the problem. For example, does the car pull, but only when the customer puts their foot on the brake pedal? Is this an alignment problem or a brake problem? That is something for the tech to consider when diagnosing the vehicle. Vehicle history. The history of the vehicle is important for determining what may be causing the customer complaint, just as important as a medical doctor getting a history for his patient. This information can only be found out by talking to the customer. Previous repair work can be an issue if the repair wasn't done properly, so knowing the repair history is essential. Test drive. Of course, driving straight and tire wear are main concerns with alignments, but other factors may cause tire wear, such as lack of rotation and aggressive driving techniques. The next step is a test drive to see if the problem can be duplicated. If the vehicle is pulling from one side or another, check to see if the brakes may be a problem. Does the vehicle have a constant pull to one side, or is the vehicle wandering and catching ruts in the road? Is the customer really concerned about a vibration at a certain speed? Vibrations are rarely cured by doing an alignment. That usually means that a rotating part is out of balance, like a wheel or drive axle. The only way to verify complaints is through a test drive. Component inspection. Once the vehicle is on the rack, it can be jacked up and steering and suspension components can be inspected. Be aware of the jacking points on different suspensions. It is critical to jack the vehicle properly to unload the ball joints, otherwise it will be impossible to tell if a ball joint has too much play or is worn. Follow the standard procedure for checking steering linkage. A dry park check is a good way to check for worn parts. Have someone wiggle the steering wheel back and forth and look for loose components in the steering linkage. This will put more load on the parts that can be done by hand and may find looseness in parts that otherwise may go undetected. Ball joints can be inspected using the procedure outlined in the alignment specification manual or repair manual. The specifications may range from 0 play allowed to over 1/4 inch of play depending on the manufacturer. Some ball joints may allow axial play up and down, but no radial play side to side, so be sure to check the specifications. Bushings need to be inspected on all suspension components also. Loose or worn bushings can cause alignment angle changes in driving, along with poor handling and clunking noises. Don't mistake regular bushing flex for wear. Bushings are designed to give movement and isolate the body from the road. Many new design bushings are very large and have lots of compliance. When everything checks out in good shape, the alignment can now be performed with confidence. If components are worn or loose, they will need to be replaced before an alignment is done. Tire inspection. Tire inspection is a critical part of a proper alignment. Remember, tire wear will help us diagnose alignment problems. Wear patterns should be noted and compared to alignment readings. Feathered or sawtooth tread wear usually indicates a toe problem. Overinflation will cause tire wear in the center of the tread. Underinflation will be seen as wear on both shoulders of the tire. Single shoulder wear is usually caused by camber or a combination of camber and a slight toe problems. Tires should always be the same size and type. Tire pressure is also an issue that can cause tire wear. Once a wear pattern develops, it cannot be reversed. The best the customer can hope for is even tread wear from now on. Be aware that a tire that is worn on one side may also cause a drift or pull. Unseen tire problems such as conicity and internal belt or ply movement is the leading cause of vehicle pull. Rotating the tires and a test drive can help diagnose tire-related problems. Returning to the case study, we found the tech returned the vehicle to the bay and performed a proper pre-alignment inspection and found a badly worn front lower control arm bushing. After replacing the bushing and aligning the car to preferred specs, the car drove great without any pulling. Order of adjustment. What do you do if the vehicle is out of preferred specification and there's no adjustment from the factory? First, every vehicle has at least a front toe adjustment. This is the only one that is guaranteed. The next most common is rear toe. Then comes front camber, front caster, and the last is rear camber. Second, there are many aftermarket kits available when the manufacturer does not offer an alignment angle adjustment. Take a look at the SPC website for the next car you're working on and see what's available for that car. You'll probably be surprised by the number of options you have. Is there a proper order of alignment adjustments? Yes, there is. It is important that the alignment angles be adjusted in a certain order. We'll start the alignment adjustments with rear camber. Rear camber is first because it affects the toe, and we need the toe as accurate as possible to minimize tire wear. Remember, if there are no factory camber adjustments, check the SPC catalog for possibilities. Putting the vehicle in preferred specification is key to having an excellent long-term repair. Next is rear toe. Setting the rear accurately is essential to minimize tire wear and to maintain the vehicle's ability to drive straight down the road. Are the rear toe cam adjusters rusted or seized? SPC has the largest inventory of replacement cams. Going to the front of the vehicle, now it's time to adjust front caster. If the vehicle has an adjustable front control arm, we might have to adjust both caster and camber together. Check out the wide variety of SPC adjustment possibilities for older vehicles and modified vehicles. Popular examples are the replacement upper control arm for Toyota trucks and the muscle car series of control arms, or SPC Easy Cams that can give camber adjustment for most vehicles with a 2-bolt strut. The last adjustment is front toe. The front toe should be adjusted in relationship to the rear toe so the steering wheel will be straight and the tires will wear properly. After you have the adjustments where you want them, make sure all the bolts are tightened to manufacturer's torque recommendations and make sure to test drive the vehicle before delivering it to the customer. The Specialty Products website is second to none in the automotive alignment world. Let's look up an application for a 2012 Honda Accord. We'll select a region like US, Europe, Mexico, or Asia, Australia. Then year, make, model, and then press select. The application page will appear with your model, submodel, and year of each vehicle in the blue section. The green section is for the rear of the vehicle, featuring rear camber and rear toe parts, plus any tools that are available to help with that repair. The brown section will be the front of the vehicle. Any parts for caster or camber, along with any tools are available, will be in that section. In this example, a replacement adjustable upper ball joint is available for this vehicle. When the cursor hovers over the part number, it reveals a picture of that part. When we click on that part number, the product page will appear. The product page will have a picture and description of the part with a line drawing of how the part looks as a repaired assembly. Look over here in the right-hand corner. When you click the red button, the instruction pops up in a new tab. The blue icon is a link for FAQs, or frequently asked questions. Common questions specifically asked for that application. When you scroll down the product page, if there's a video available, the video will be shown here. Click on the play icon to watch the video. Back to the home page. Our newest service is the Certified Installer Program. This helps customers locate a reliable shop in their area to help them with alignment and suspension needs. How does your shop become a certified installer? Well, it's easy. Number 1, take our free training course located in the Certified Installer page of our website. Number 2, pass the Certified Installer test. Number 3, after you pass the test, send us your technician credentials, such as school, state, or ASC certification, and we'll post your shop on the SPC website for customers to locate. We will also send your shop a banner that you can hang on the wall and a window cling sticker that you can put on the front door of your shop. Another area of interest in our website is the Knowledge Center. When you hover over the Knowledge Center tab, you'll get a drop-down box with a load of information at your fingertips. Let's take a look at these 3 areas: training, SPC TV, and frequently asked questions. Clicking on the Training tab, you'll discover information about our individual online training, as well as our hands-on, in-house, and on-site training. Scroll down for information about our field clinics we conduct in your neighborhood throughout the whole world. The SPC TV tab reveals a comprehensive list of all the videos we've produced. Starting at the top are tech tip videos, then a quick video guide listing videos by part number, and with a section on the right-hand column listing videos by topic. Scrolling down to the bottom of the page, you'll find some videos that are produced in Italian and Vietnamese languages. The FAQ section is arranged by part number, vehicle, or subject. Our techs are constantly working on new and older vehicles in our shop. Let their experience save you time on the rack. Check out the articles for tech tips on general alignment problems, along with SPC part-specific information. Can't find an answer to your question? Our techs can help. Use the email form on the bottom of the page to get in touch with them and get answers to your questions. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos and you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the links in the description.